And MLB Analyst just sent out a major trade that could impact the rest of not only the 2025 season, but pretty much the future of the Boston Red Sox. This is a video just about a rumor, so nobody get alarmed about anything, but it is something that I feel that we have to discuss because it is something huge. It involves one of the Red Sox top players, two of the Red Sox top players, actually. But before we get into anything, welcome to another edition of Red Sox Digest. I'm Sean Barry. Before we get into anything, if you are a part of the 80.9% that is not subscribed, we are so close to 3,000 subscribers, and we know you can get us there. All it takes is you to just hit that little subscribe button. But what I have for you today involves just a whole lot of the Boston Red Sox, and it's just such a interesting time to be a fan right now because they're 500 again. They were on a roll, and then it seemed that they just kind of fell off the face of the planet. So nobody really knows what to do. In my opinion, I think it might be time to go for Cora. It's just been too long of count. It's embarrassing, and it's just been, we've given him so many chances to prove himself and prove his worth and just get us back to the playoffs. We've been to the playoffs one time in the last 5 seasons, and that's something that fans in Boston and fans of the Red Sox around the world aren't really wanting, and they're not really expecting. We're expecting to go to the playoffs pretty much every year. We've been in a rebuild phase since we traded Mookie Betts in 2019. So it really doesn't make any sense, or 2020, sorry. It really doesn't make any sense how we're still in this phase because we had the best prospect in baseball. He's up here. We had Marcelo Meyer, Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, absolutely ballers. We have stud starting pitchers now, Crochet, Bello's a baller, even though they are losing 5-0 right now against the Blue Jays. The worst part isn't that they're losing 5-0 against the Blue Jays. It's that I'm hearing it from the Blue Jays Digest guys. They got us on this game. But hopefully the Red Sox still win this series. Shout out those guys. But yeah, I just think Cora has been here for a really long time, and we really haven't gotten anything except for the World Series in 2019 or 2018. Obviously, that was one of the best moments of my fandom of the Boston Red Sox, and I've been a fan my entire life. But I'm just kind of sick and tired of hearing the same things every time they lose with Cora. I would like a manager to take accountability for things, even though that has not happened. But what I have for you today involves Jarren Duran and Aroldis Chapman. This is something that I honestly thought could happen at the beginning of the season, like that. At least Chapman, I thought they could flip his contract easily. But now, quite frankly, I don't really want them to do that because he has been unbelievable out of the bullpen. He's been a great closer for them this year when they've needed him, obviously. Because, again, they're a 500 team. They're not winning every single game. He's not coming in every game. But the games he has come in has been really solid baseball. So I think he should stick around for a while. Duran, same. I think he was on the Section 10 podcast yesterday. He did talk about how it's kind of unfair that people just automatically assume he's a leader on this team. But he also says he understands where they're coming from, which totally makes sense. But I am one of those people. I do see Duran as not a leader for the entire team, but a leader for the younger guys in the outfield, like Campbell, Meyer, Rafaela, Willier. Yeah, but I mostly see him as a role model and a leader for those guys. So I personally think keeping Duran around for as long as possible would be the best solution. And I think that, or I hope that they just figure it out. And I hope that they don't make a questionable decision on Jarren Duran, because I've heard so many different things. I've heard he's going to the Cubs. I've heard he's going to the Padres. I've heard he's going to the Pirates. I've heard he's going to so many different teams. I don't want him to go anywhere. I want him to stay right here. And I'm just kind of sick and tired of the hate towards him because he's a really solid player. Yeah, he's having a rough couple of months, but he's still batting pretty solid. He's playing pretty freaking good, and he's 28 years old, 15 stolen bases right now in the season. The season's not even halfway done. He's on pace for like 50 stolen bags, which is pretty insane, and I'm extremely excited about. 87 hits, 342 at-bats, on-base percentage is 307, 5 homers, 38 RBIs. He's playing very good. I think he's playing very good. Most people don't. Some people do. I really do. It's just kind of annoying when people are saying because he's not batting 270 or because he's not, if they're comparing it to like last season. At this point last season, he was batting this amount, and now he's batting 254. Shut up, okay? Shut up, honestly, because you can't do that. You can't compare last season when he had a career year to right now, because I think he is going to be a guy that sticks around for a really long time, and we need him to stick around for a really long time because he's very, very solid. He can play really solid outfield. He can hit clearly. He's playing very, very good. So it just doesn't make any or a whole lot of sense, in my opinion. But obviously, the Red Sox will do whatever now because of I didn't think they would ever have traded Devers, but clearly they did, obviously, who hit a bomb, by the way, which pissed me off because it went so far. But honestly, they could really do anything at this point, and it wouldn't surprise me. So just be prepared for the trade deadline if they do something absolutely dumb. Like make a stupid trade, sign a stupid guy, trade really good guys for a really bad guy, vice versa, you know what I mean? Obviously, if we traded really bad guys for really good guys, that would be super solid, but other teams aren't as dumb as the Boston Red Sox, which pisses me off, and I hate that I just said that, but it's true. Most teams are not as dumb as the Boston Red Sox, and it just doesn't make any sort of sense on why they are this dumb, because they're a team that's been around for such a long time that it's so weird because I don't know. And another thing, Aroldis Chapman could be traded, which that in my opinion that would make more sense than the Jarren Duran trade because again, they're paying Chapman $10 million this year for a year deal. That contract, I don't think he's going to re-sign here. I think he's either going to retire or just sign somewhere else and for a lot of money. But $10 million, yes, Chapman's playing really, really, really good baseball. Games 36, win-loss 600. He's playing really good. 33 innings pitched, 2 homers allowed, 48 strikeouts, 17 hits, hits per 9, 4.6, ERA 1.36. Chapman will be a all-star this year, I think. Obviously, he's playing out of his mind. But it just wouldn't surprise me if they get rid of that contract because it's just a lot of money. And he's 38. He's 30-something. He's not very reliable on and off the field. Obviously, he's had issues with the law. He's had issues with injury. He's had issues with giving up saves. So just don't be surprised if they end up moving Aroldis Chapman to a different team. I could see him going somewhere for prospects, or he's involved in a package for something really, really solid. Again, Chapman, just his whip is unbelievable. Under 1 is really good. He's 37, almost 38. Over the last couple times he has played, he has given up a run or so in each of those appearances. Not worried about it, not super thrilled about it, obviously, but mostly this video is about Duran and how I honestly see him being here for a really long time. He did say yesterday on the Section 10 podcast, I want to effing win. I hate to effing lose. Nobody hates effing losing more than me and the guys on the team. So I love this mindset. I really, really do. I love that we have a guy like this that can express himself like this. And I like that he can call out the team if they're playing bad. And I love that he wants to win. I love having people that want to win. I love this mindset because winning in sports is the most important thing. If you don't win, you won't get paid as much and you won't succeed personally. So we have to win if we want to make a playoff push, obviously. And I think that Jarren Duran is a guy that can bring us there. And same with the Aroldis Chapman. I would love it if they kept both of these guys. But I see them if they had to move somebody, it'd be Chapman. That is all I have for you today. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation and who you think they're going to trade, if they're not going to trade at the deadline, which is coming up pretty quickly. I'm going to be glued to my phone on Twitter. We'll be getting out videos pretty quick for that because you never know what the Red Sox could do. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Go Sox.